Hello, here we are with Luna.
Hi.
Do you want to start by introducing yourself?
Sure. Yeah, so my nickname is Luna. I go by DJ LunaVerse. I'm based in Miami. I grew up there, and I started DJing when I was 19 years old, so back in 2017. And I'm visiting Jacksonville, and I wanted to come to Open Decks tonight.
So, Luna, how are you feeling after your set?
Oh, I'm good. I wasn't prepared because I didn't bring my laptop with me on this trip. So I just went into my USB and I picked a folder and I was like, let me play something like dark, high energy, something a little different than what I usually play. I usually play more like tech house, a little bit more groovy, like happy. But tonight, the vibe in here, I was like, let me get kind of dark.
Well, I like it. I personally like it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what were you expecting from these open decks?
I had no idea what to expect, I'm going to be honest, because in Miami, the music scene is very vibrant, very Latin, very tech house, and you know what to expect when you go out in Miami. And this is, I've only been out in Jacksonville a couple times, and so I don't really have an idea of what the EDM scene here is like. So I came in with an open mind, and I was just like, let me see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you like the scene here in Jacksonville?
So far, I like it. I like that it seems very high energy and very underground.
Yeah.
It seems like, yeah, different. I
And
like
it's
it.
also your first time here at 444?
Yes.
And how you like it?
I like it. I was telling my boyfriend that this would be a great place to host one of our parties. So, yeah, we'll definitely be back.
Okay, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. So you told me that you started like 8 years ago, starting DJing. So how was your journey from that moment to now?
Yeah, so I started out playing hip hop and R&B. So I was an open format DJ until last year. I fell in love with house music and I started playing like minimal deep tech, minimal house. I got inspired by the label PIV, P-I-V. I heard some of their DJ sets. I heard Prunk at Club Space, and I just fell in love. And I started my house music journey. October of last year was the first time I ever played a house music set at a club. So even though I've been DJing for 8 years, I'm still kind of new to the EDM scene.
Okay, so what did you take that step to the EDM? It was just only because you felt inspired.
Yes. I just felt like, not that I wasn't inspired by hip hop and R&B anymore, but I was just ready for something new, something different, something to like re-spark my creativity. I felt like I had kind of lost it for a while, and I feel like house like reignited something in my brain and made me like excited again.
So
Yeah.
you evolved as
Yes.
a DJ.
But I still consider myself genre fluid. So I play Afro beats, I play Amapiano, I play R&B, hip hop. I play whatever I'm feeling.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. Music is to express yourself. So
Exactly.
that's
Yeah,
it.
I'll never say I only play one genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. So how do you prepare this set? Well, you told me that you only had the USB.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a little improvised. Or-
Yeah, it was improvised, but I had a folder that I call my Area 48 folder, which is what that's like our brand. Area 48 is a YouTube channel that my boyfriend and I created, where it's a space for artists or DJs, producers to unleash their dark side and play the things that you wouldn't normally hear out in Miami, because the Miami scene is a little bit more, vibrant, Latin, happy, upbeat.
You will say it's a little close to that. Like you can't go anywhere else than Latin music or
Not that you can't, but it's not common.
yeah.
That's what people want to hear, so
Yeah.
that's what people play. There are, certain spaces where you can experiment a little bit, but most of the clubs, the bars are playing that, like Latin tech house vibe. So Area 48 is something we created to give DJs and producers a place to, experiment with like darker sounds. And so I have my Area 48 playlist on my USB, and I felt like after coming in here, I was like, this is the perfect vibe.
Yeah, I think it matched.
Thank you.
What was your favorite moment of your set tonight?
My last song that I played, it's called Warning by Beltran. I love that song. It's so dark and minimal and like high energy. I love that track.
Is there any track that you think that fires up the crowd more than you would expect?
That one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like minimal tracks aren't known for getting people really excited, but when it's minimal and like very like punchy, like that song, I feel like it just gets people excited. I played that track at a set on Halloween in Miami, and the crowd went crazy.
Well, I was there for like, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
And I like it very much. I was like,
Thank
yeah.
you.
And do you have any rituals before stepping on the decks or habits?
I wouldn't say I have a ritual, but there are certain things that I do. I always have a backup USB. That's number one. I have 2 USBs always. I always have a water bottle because there's nothing worse than being thirsty on stage. And I like to take a couple deep breaths and just remember that it's not about me. It's about the music. It's about the crowd. I like to look up and read the room and see how people are feeling. Yeah.
And is there something that you do the day you are going to play? Like, do you like to meditate or take the day off? I don't know.
Honestly, I like to take a power nap.
Okay.
So if my set, let's say I'm playing from midnight to 2 a.m., I'm probably going to be asleep from like 8 to 9 p.m. And then I like to get to the venue at least an hour before my set, listen to the DJ before me so that I know what energy I have to build off of. And then I also like to stay for a little bit after to, respect the next DJ and listen to the party evolve. But a power nap, I always do.
Yeah, I mean,
It refreshes my brain.
yeah, it's probably necessary.
Yeah.
So, what made you get into DJing in the first place?
Yeah, so it's kind of a long story. I'm going to try to make it short. Back in like 2015, 2016, I was on Twitter a lot, and I was very into hip hop, and so I would tweet my opinions every time a new song came out, a new album came out, and so I kind of grew this following of like someone that people wanted to come to for hip hop recommendations, and so one day I did a poll: should I become a DJ? Because some certain people had started suggesting it to me, and I used to make playlists, and they got popular on SoundCloud and stuff, and so I was like, should I become a DJ? And it was like everyone voted yes, and so I was like, okay, it's time to not just make playlists but learn how to mix them. And then I went and took a class, and I learned how to beat match like on vinyl, and then I eventually evolved to CDJs.
So you can also DJ with vinyl?
Oh no, I would say I can beat match on vinyl. I can find the BPM, but I've never played an all vinyl set, but I want to.
Yeah, I think that's so cool.
Yeah, I want to. I don't know, I haven't learned, but it's an expensive hobby. You have to have the turntables, you have to have your records. It's not simple, but it is the classic art form. I don't think everyone needs to learn, but I think as a DJ, it's good to know how.
Yeah, but it's true that it's not as simple as a USB, a laptop,
Of course.
all the songs you want to.
Yeah.
Which artist or styles inspires you right now?
That's a good question. I feel like my inspiration is so like all over the place. But one label that really inspired me, that started getting me really into house music, was Piv, Prunk.
Yep.
started the record label. He's based in Amsterdam. So a lot of his songs are very groovy and soulful and just, I don't know, that the kind of music that just makes you feel good. And so that was the first deep dive into house music that I did. Pave Records. Yeah, so I would say that's where my biggest source of inspiration came from.
And nowadays, is it
Now,
still?
now I'm a little bit more on my dark side. So DJs like Wheats, Dissip, really anything that's like minimal, dark, and high energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think that sets you apart when you go up to a decks like in events like this one?
I think I always put a focus on building energy. I try to always make the next track I play more high energy than the last one, because this is something that, you know, as a DJ who also goes out to see other DJs, I've noticed that sometimes people don't pay attention to energy level, and there might be an energy dip, and that's when people start to leave.
Yeah.
And so something that, you know, because I always curate my set list before I play, except tonight. And I try to just make sure that the energy level is gradually increasing with each track. And then depending on what time I'm playing, I bring it down a little bit at the end to make room for the next DJ to start building energy again. And they don't necessarily have to match what I ended, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that part is also important
Yeah.
because maybe DJs just focus on BPM, the style, that,
Yeah.
like the regular things, and there are also other things like this one that is also important because, as you said, you are playing for the people, and you have to make sure that you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Don't
right?
clear the room.
Yeah. Okay, so are you working on anything new right now, like any projects, SoundCloud songs? Or?
Yeah, so our main focus right now is Area 48. Every 2 weeks we release a new set, and we're featuring different guest DJs in Miami. So we're basically reaching out to all of the DJs that we feel like can fit the vibe that we're looking for, but we're not putting like genre restrictions on anyone. We want people to be able to play, you know, techno, tech house, minimal deep tech, whatever they want really, as long as it's dark and high energy. And we also kind of focus on more like a futuristic vibe. So sounds that have like, you know, like lasers and like stuff that you would picture in like space.
Yeah.
And so we're really focused on growing Area 48 as a brand, as a platform, as and eventually, eventually as a party. We want to start throwing maybe monthly parties somewhere in Miami. We have to find the right venue that feels like Area 48. You know?
Well, you could do like a trip or something and do one here.
Yeah, I would
think it
love
must.
to. I would love to have an Area 48 party here. This is the right vibe.
Okay. Well, I will be waiting for that.
Thank you.
Because you sell to me so well that I would love to see that.
Thank you.
Okay, right now we're going to do a lightning round. So
Okay.
it's quick answers. So one track you recently rediscovered and now you can stop playing.
And Night by Wheats. It's like a remix of Day and Night by Kid Cudi by Wheats.
Okay.
Yeah.
One track you're saving for the right moment.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I don't think there's any tracks I'm saving for the right moment. I think I find the right moment if there's a track I really want to play.
Okay, that's a fair answer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, a DJ you think is underrated right now?
Madison Park. She's a local DJ in Miami. Well, she's not local anymore. She plays everywhere, but she's amazing.
And a DJ you think is overrated right now?
Overrated. John Summit.
Okay. A DJ you would like to collaborate with or do a back-to-back set with?
Beltran.
So this is the last part. What's one goal you have for your next performance here at 444?
To come prepared and to focus more on connecting with people. I think I was thinking about the fact that I didn't have a playlist ready, and so I wasn't engaging with the people here enough. So yeah, that would be my goal.
Okay. And the last question is, how do you like playing at 444?
I loved it. I can't wait to come back.
And do you think that we have anything special here?
The lights, the smoke machine, that's cool. I like that you guys have the newest DJ turntables, the Pioneer X DJ AZ. I love playing on new gear, so yeah.
Okay, well, so that's it. Thank you so much for coming here and for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
I was up there sweating, be able to play kind of anything I wanted. Not really, because like the scene in Miami is, to be completely honest, I didn't at all. Let loose, don't think too much, and just let the music flow. You know, you'd probably understand it pretty good because you understand music.
What do you think is more difficult, producing or DJing?
But as far as like musicianship, that was really it. I was producing for other people all the time. That's something I actually need to start doing more. Robert Hood, any of the celebrity DJs, they're probably all overrated. I guess that's not completely true because of the fact that like, I think it's the best techno track I've made so far. That's a tough one. I'm gonna say he might not be underrated, but I'm gonna say if it was to make a song, like produce wise, I would say, or if people would even look at me crazy if I play it. So I'll probably keep that one to myself.